Hey, what's going on, Z Nation? Zaid here on ZSN. And today, guys, we're going to be talking about the Los Angeles Lakers versus the Raptors tonight. Guys, this was a great win for the Los Angeles Lakers out there tonight. When it came down to it, they hustled. They hustled really well in the second half of the game when it came down to it. But unfortunately, the Lakers, lost Anthony Davis tonight to an injury. He got hit in the eye by Jakob Pertl. So, it is another situation where injuries keep stacking when it comes to Anthony Davis. But this time, a hit in the eye took him out of the game when it came down to it, unfortunately. But kudos to the Lakers' second unit. D'Angelo Russell, LeBron James, Austin Reaves balled out in this game out there tonight. So um, I want to get into all of my thoughts and my opinions. And when it comes to this win tonight, Lakers are still undefeated when it came down to it tonight. So I really can't wait to get into all the stats and everything that went positive, when it went negative, when it came down to it, everything about it, about this win, and just really want to get into it. But before, like always, please be sure to like this live stream and, of course, follow me all across social media: Facebook, Instagram, X. I'm also on TikTok and Threads as well. So please be sure to follow me all across social media. The links will be in the description of this live stream, so you guys check me out on social media. And of course, guys, subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate it. And without further ado, let's just get right into the Lakers beat the Raptors 123 to 103. When it came down to it, Austin Reaves led the Lakers tonight in scoring 27 points this season so far, a season high for him when it came down to it. And, guys, this was a much needed win and a much needed help when Anthony Davis went down with that injury to his eye during the game. So the Lakers needed to step up when he was gone. And, we can just tell every time Anthony Davis is not playing, or, he's resting, the defense and the lack of effort from this Lakers team defensively is just diminishes right away when it comes down to it. I mean, I keep mentioning this every single time I go live or talk about Anthony Davis, is that he is our defense. He is our defense when it comes down to it. And once he went down, I was just afraid that the Lakers were not going to, take this potential uh, opportunity to win tonight if Anthony Davis is not on the floor. So, this was a type of situation where, Lakers just had to do what they had to do to win this game when it came down to it out there tonight. So I'm grateful. I'm so happy that the Lakers got this win tonight when it came down to it. It was such a great win out there tonight for the Los Angeles Lakers. And I'm seeing the comments coming in from Daniel. Welcome to the live stream. Hey everyone, happy Sunday. Happy Sunday to you, Daniel. Really appreciate you joining. And great win. Absolutely. It was such a great win, a much needed win. Lakers are now undefeated at home to start the season. And I believe they're now 6-4 as their record now with this win tonight against Toronto. So this was a much needed win and a great win. All thanks to the Lakers' second unit for stepping up when Anthony Davis went out with that injury that he suffered. So hopefully it's a day-to-day type of situation when it comes to his eye. But if we all remember last season, somewhere around March, when he got hit in the eye a couple of times, I mean, for some reason, I mean, every time players always attack Anthony Davis in the face. I really don't get it. It's just like a type of thing where it's just a kind of trend that, you want to stop Anthony Davis, you have to hit him in the eye. I mean, that's like the type of thing that's kind of like a trend that we've seen for the past couple of years now with every single player. And Jakob Pertl did it with the Anthony Davis, and even to LeBron James. I mean, he was just fouling hard on every single Laker out there when it kind of came down to it. So, and unfortunately, Anthony Davis sacrificed his body to, when it came down to it, and unfortunately, it came at a cost with him being out tonight, or no, I mean being out in the fourth quarter, I believe. So, or maybe it was the third. I might be mistaken, but it was in the second half of the game. So, unfortunate. But the Lakers, they just stepped up to the plate, and Austin Reaves, you know, Jackson Hayes stepped up defensively for us as well. And then you have still LeBron James still being out there. So the Lakers still managed to do what they can to win this game, and they did it in convincing fashion out there tonight. So just a great win. Great win, absolutely. Daniel, thank you so much for the comments. I really appreciate it. And for those of you who are joining me, please make sure to comment in this live stream and give me your thoughts about the Lakers win tonight. Unfortunately, as you can see the thumbnail, I didn't pick a thumbnail for the video yet, because, or the live stream, because I needed to go live, and there's not a lot of photos out there for me to look forward to put in as a thumbnail for this win tonight. So just bear with me for the at the end of this live stream. I will get one done very soon. So just want to put that out there. If you guys are noticing the thumbnail, it's just I couldn't find one real quick. So uh, my apologies ahead of time. But let's just get right into the Lakers win tonight with the stats. As you can see, guys, the Lakers beat the Toronto Raptors 123-103 out there tonight. I mean, the Lakers had a 20-point lead tonight, and they dominated in the first half. I mean, the second quarter was decent, but they were still down by like 3 points at the end of the first half. And going into the third and fourth, Lakers just continued to attack, and that's what they did with their efforts. And it all came, honestly, I mean, thanks to Anthony Davis. I mean, he did what he had to do to help this Lakers team when it came down to it. But unfortunately, it came at a cost. He got injured, as we already mentioned. Got poked in the eye from Jakob Poeltl in this game. So, it was a bad situation when it came to Anthony Davis in that particular moment, because, as I already mentioned for numerous times, I mean, once Anthony Davis takes a rest or doesn't play for a lengthy period on the floor, the Lakers completely fall apart defensively. And thank for the first time ever this season, unfortunately, with Anthony Davis going out due to injury because of got hit in the eye, there was a situation where this team stepped up, especially our second unit when it came down to it. And just kudos to the Lakers just stepping up. I mean, because we really needed this win. We really needed this win. We really wanted to be undefeated at home. And, that's what we did tonight. I mean, it just came out of great effort in this game for this Los Angeles Lakers team when it came down to it. So, great job out there for our second unit, and just a great night for Anthony Davis. I mean, 22 points out there tonight with 4 rebounds, 2 blocks, and shot both threes out there tonight for the Lakers. The Lakers shot 32% from the threes, so you can tell that they were struggling as well when it came to their shooting efforts. But the Toronto Raptors were struggling in their own right when it came down to it. So, and I just noticed right now, I mean, they are 0-6 on the road. So that kind of tells you that this is an opportunity where the Lakers had to get this win and remain the Toronto Raptors going undefeated, or they're not undefeated, but on a losing streak in their away games. So that's the fortunate part of how the Lakers always dominate at home than they do in away games. It's kind of like the opposite when it comes to, or maybe it's the same thing. I don't know what I'm speaking right now, but it is a great win for the Los Angeles Lakers when it comes down to it. So hopefully a speedy recovery for Anthony Davis. Hopefully it's not anything too serious. As I've been looking on Twitter before I went into or went live. There's not a lot of updates when it comes to Anthony Davis, but all I know is that he was ruled out for the remainder of the game And I don't think there's any more update yet about Anthony Davis. Okay, there's a okay. Anthony Davis needs to wear the goggles. Put up. Oh, that's someone else's. Well, yeah, because you remember that time when Anthony Davis was wearing those goggles, uh, kind of looked like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar at one point. Yeah, I mean, I think it was like in back in 2020, I believe. So that could be a possibility that we will potentially see that from him if he will potentially play against Memphis on Tuesday. So that could be a possibility. But we just have to wait and see. We have to wait and see how that turns out when it comes to uh, Anthony Davis' status, if he is going to play for the Lakers, if his eye or some other injury is going to affect him moving forward after this win tonight. So, um, hopefully he stays healthy and stays strong because we really need him because our this Lakers team is still bad as it is when it comes to defense and just a lack of bigs when it comes down to it. But tonight was a whole different story. I don't think it will be a consistency for sure moving forward if Anthony Davis does stay out due to being injured. So it is a possibility, but at the same time, I mean, I really hope that that's not the case, and we have Anthony Davis healthy for the remainder of the season. Knock on wood. So that's my hope for sure. So let's continue on with our starting lineup with Rui Hachimura. He struggled tonight. There's no doubt about it. He had a bad game out there tonight. 4 points, 5 rebounds, 0 5 from the three, and 2 of 11 from the field. I mean, he was struggling all across the board in this game. We're kind of seeing it as a trend for the past couple of games now. I think, if anything, he was listed that he had an illness, so I think maybe the illness is probably affecting his game. If somehow that is the reasoning behind why he's not stepping up in these games for the past couple of games, so that is a possibility. But at the same time, if he just if that's not the case, he just needs to step up moving forward now because hopefully, he just needs to bring his A game back when it comes down to it. But I mean, he's dealing with an illness at the same time, so that could be a possibility that he is not uh, playing the way that he used to be playing in the beginning of the regular season. So, and when it comes down to it, so hopefully he gets his act together. Hopefully he has a bounce back performance against Memphis, who he does play one of his best, career basketball games. Is against Memphis, surprisingly, as we all know how well he plays against them. So let's just hope for that. Let's hope that he does live up to that expectations going into uh, potentially Tuesday, I believe. I know it's against Memphis, so it is. Let's see here. Yeah. Oh, my fault. Wednesday. Wednesday. My fault. Uh, my apologies, guys. The Lakers will be facing the Memphis Grizzlies at home uh, on Wednesday, November 13th. So that is a matchup where hopefully, with these 2 days off, the Lakers will have Anthony Davis healthy, ready to go for that matchup on Wednesday against the Memphis Grizzlies, and hopefully a bounce back performance from Rui Hachimura, hopefully against the Memphis Grizzlies on Wednesday. So let's just hope for that. That's my hope for sure. LeBron James, 19 points out there tonight. 10 had a triple double. Had a triple double out there tonight. 19 points, 10 rebounds, 16 assists. He really took over after Anthony Davis went out. He was just putting up Magic Johnson type of assist numbers when it came down to it out there tonight. 6 assists out there tonight when it came down to it, and really helped out the Lakers in that playmaking style of the game after Anthony Davis went out. So, just a great performance out there tonight for King James out there tonight for uh, this win tonight against Toronto. out there tonight for the Los Angeles Lakers. So great job out there for LeBron James. Cam Reddish doing his thing ever since he got inserted into the starting lineup out there. He's been stepping up for the Los Angeles Lakers, and surprisingly offensively, putting up 11 points, solid night for him with his scoring, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, and managed to shoot 1 3 for the Lakers. And it was a key moment in the games, but still his presence was known out there tonight, and we actually really needed him, especially when it comes to his size and what he brings to the table for the Los Angeles Lakers. So, he had a solid night. I have to say, kudos to him and stepping up for the Lakers out there tonight. Great job out there for Cam Reddish. Hopefully, he keeps this up, and if he does, he will potentially have a permanent role on this Lakers team without a doubt. So a great job out there for Cam Reddish. Austin Reaves, player of the game, in my opinion. After Anthony Davis went down with that injury to his eye, he stepped up to the plate along with LeBron James. But his offensive side of the ball, his scoring was very helpful for the Lakers getting this win as well. 27 points out there today, went 10 of 17 from the field, 6 assists, 1 steal, 3 of 9 from the three. If anything, he is our best shooter out there tonight, along with D'Angelo Russell when it came down to it. So, regardless of that, but still, he stepped up to the plate and helped the Lakers out with 27 points out there tonight for leading the Lakers tonight and scoring out there tonight. So, great job out there for Austin Reaves when it came down to it, without a doubt. Just a great performance from him. Sorry, guys, just give me a moment. There we go. So, yeah, let's talk about our second unit, who I have to say, I was very impressed with, when it came to the Anthony Davis injury. They all stepped up to the plate, and it really showed out there tonight. I mean, especially from um, Jackson Hayes, who we needed for him to step up as the true big that he is when it came down to it. And that's what he did tonight. He had a solid night with, without question. I mean, 12 points out there tonight, 6 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 block out there tonight, and went 4 of 6 from the field, stepping up to the plate in for Anthony Davis. And I think he played for most of the game after Anthony Davis went out. So, this was a perfect opportunity for him to step up in this game, and that's what he did. Had a plus 21 performance out there tonight. I mean, that's telling you right there that his presence was known and he was being very effective in this game when it came down to it. Now, hopefully, this will be a consistent thing because I know, like I already mentioned, Lakers do have 2 days off, and they will be facing the Memphis Grizzlies on Wednesday when it's all said and done. So, hopefully, Anthony Davis will play on that game on Wednesday and be healthy and ready to go for that game. But it sort of remains to be seen of if he will play or not. But, with all said and done, he is the potential guy that is going to potentially step up for the Lakers if Anthony Davis will not play moving forward, if the injury is serious or not. So, but for me, he had a solid night. Great job out there for Jackson Hayes out there tonight. D'Lo, since being benched and the player, 6 man coming off the bench for us, he's been sensational offensively for the Los Angeles Lakers. You can tell that he took a bit of a dip when it comes to his assists rating. At the beginning of the season, he has been nothing but a playmaking guy, helping the Lakers with the assists and all that throughout the season so far, being in the starting lineup. But then his role kind of changed real quick, but for obvious reasons, and it was a perfect decision by JJ Redick. And so far in these 2 games now, coming off the bench, he has been very sensational for us, especially on the offensive side, scoring side, when it came down to it. I mean, 15 points, had a plus 18 performance out there tonight, had 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, going 3 of 9 from the three, and going 6 of 13 from the field. So, and plus that big buzzer beater at the end of the second quarter, going into the halftime. He was just on key for the Lakers where they were at, down by 3 points in at the end of the second half. Sorry, in the first half of the game. So it was a great performance out there for D'Angelo Russell out there tonight with a solid performance for 15 points out there tonight. Gabe Vincent, even though when you look at the numbers there, it's like, it's not really the best uh, type of numbers, and those are the normal type of stat lines that he puts up. But to be honest with you guys, defensively, he stepped up to the plate when Anthony Davis went out, along with Jackson Hayes and all of them. For the second unit, really impressed me very much, along with D'Lo as well. He defensively stepped up to the plate for the Los Angeles Lakers, in my opinion. He really showed his ability to, when he is needed, he will step up. But lately, and it has been a trend for him, he hasn't been living up to that, unfortunately. But this game tonight, out of all the games, I have to say this was his best defensive performance for the Los Angeles Lakers. I mean, he had a plus 13 performance out there tonight for the Los Angeles Lakers. So give credit where credit is due, guys. I mean, the second unit stepped up to the plate compared to the starters. They needed the help, and that's what they got tonight when it came to the Lakers and their performances out there tonight. I mean, just I don't know if you guys can see it. I mean, the plus and negative, there. It was just obvious that they needed to step up when Anthony Davis went down, and that's what they did. And kudos to them because we really needed the efforts out there tonight for the Los Angeles Lakers. So kudos to D'Lo, Jackson Hayes, and Gabe Vincent for stepping up on the defensive side, and at the same time on the offensive side of the ball as well. When it comes to D'Lo, his offensive scoring out there tonight for the Lakers. Let's excuse me. Let's get into the rest of them. I mean, Max Christie. He only played for 2 minutes, and it was during garbage time when the Lakers were up by 20 anyway. So his presence was not really that needed, along with Ronnie James, and we saw a bit of a glimpse of Dalton Connect as well, and he's been part of the Lakers rotation as a seventh or eighth man coming off the bench. So, I mean, 5 points out there tonight and shot 1-3 out there. So, regardless of tonight, guys, I mean, from our other players, kudos to our three bench players for stepping up for the Lakers in this game when it came down to it. So, and plus, when you look at just the circumstances with Anthony Davis going out, all the players really stepped up to the plate defensively and showed their ability to really make a lot of stoppage and at the same time just playing aggressively on the offensive side and defense as well. So it was just such a great game for the Los Angeles Lakers when it came down to it. And we needed this win. We got the win. The Lakers are still undefeated when it's all said and done. And just once again, to say kudos performances from our second unit and also from Austin Reaves in his scoring out there tonight for the Los Angeles Lakers when it came down to it. I mean, it was just a great performance out there tonight for the Los Angeles Lakers when it came down to it. And getting this win was very important for the Lakers to get. So, very impressed by the Los Angeles Lakers and them doing what they can to win. Uh, Even though the first half didn't go as the best, and going into the second half was which was much needed when it came down to their efforts out there tonight. So, but yeah, Lakers are undefeated at home now, and I just want to hopefully they keep it that way. With Wednesday's matchup against Memphis Grizzlies at home, it is a possibility that they could win, but at the same time, don't underestimate them because they are a team that uh, are really annoying, but at the same time, I mean, they play pretty good basketball when it comes down to it, and hopefully Lakers will understand that and be ready to go for that matchup on Wednesday for sure. Let's read this comment, and for those of you who are still watching and want to comment on here and give me your thoughts and your opinions about this Lakers win against the Toronto Raptors, 123 to 103. Please give me your thoughts about it in the comment section. I really appreciate it. And thank you all so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. From Ghetto Rabbit, AD had trouble seeing, but no update. Yeah, I mean, that's going to be a bit of a problem, and hopefully it's not anything too serious. I mean, the Lakers do have 2 days off, so hopefully Anthony Davis will rest and see how big or not too big his injury is. But my hope is that he will be ready to go for Wednesday's matchup, hopefully. But we just have to wait and see. And if that's the case, if Anthony Davis does not is not ready to go on Wednesday, there's a possibility that Jackson Hayes will start for the Los Angeles Lakers, and maybe Christian Coloco will potentially uh, be part of the rotation if Anthony Davis will be out for a lengthy period or just for day to day type of situation. So, but for sure, I mean, AD, if he is having trouble seeing, that's a bit of bad news there for next 2 days for the matchup against the Memphis Grizzlies. So, hopefully that's not the case and he'll be ready to go for that game. But, we just have to wait and see. We have to wait and see about that. And hopefully we'll hear some more updates for sure in the next couple of days for sure. So also from Ghetto Rabbit, I mean, great comeback win. Yeah, it was for sure. The Lakers, first half performance was just not the best, and then obviously going into the third quarter, the second half of the game, is where they really exploded in this game. So just kudos to our second unit for stepping up when Anthony Davis went down. That's my hope that it will could be that way for this team moving forward because, you know, past couple of games now or just this season so far, we're not seeing the type of efforts from this from our second unit, so far this season. But kudos to JJ Redick, really. Kudos to JJ Redick for making the decision for D'Lo to come off the bench, bringing that offensive power, shooting power coming off the bench. I mean, that was just a smart move by JJ Redick, and we're seeing the results. I mean, so far, Lakers on a 2-game winning streak now, and it's just I know it's at home, but at the same time, I mean, it was much needed because the Lakers are lacking effort from our second unit when it comes down to it. Not a lot of scoring power coming out the bench. I mean, we thought that Dalton Connect will be that guy for us, but he hasn't been showing that for sure so far this season. I mean, we've seen a lot of it in preseason, but so far in the regular season, he hasn't been living up to that expectations going into the regular season. But I know he's a rookie, so we should not put too much pressure on him to show up and step up for the Lakers. But still, the Lakers are still depleted when it comes to our rotations. No Vando, no Christian Wood, and all that. I mean, it is a tough situation when it comes to how things are for our second unit for not adding depth to the table and plus just finding that one guy that could step up for the Lakers coming off the bench. It is a possibility that things are just still looking bleak, if you will, of how the rotation looks for the Lakers moving forward. But so far, it's looking good when it comes to D'Lo stepping up as a sixth man, coming off the bench, being part of that second unit. So it's obviously working because he is bringing that scoring and the shooting efforts, so far in the past 2 games now. So um, it's working for sure. So just a great comeback win by the Los Angeles Lakers when it comes down to it. Kudos to the Lakers out there tonight. From Daniel, we're going undefeated at home. That's my hope for sure. The Lakers are still undefeated at home so far, and it's just it's been that kind of trend since last season. I mean, Lakers play better at home than they do in away games, and now it's a continuation this season so far. And Lakers are going to face the Memphis Grizzlies on Wednesday, so hopefully that winning streak continues to stack up at home for the Lakers when it comes down to it, because uh, you know it's just good where we're at, when it comes to the Lakers and their undefeated streak so far at home. So hopefully it'll be a continuation moving forward, without a doubt. This is also from Daniel. Just need to give AD goggles and fix the road troubles. Yeah, I mean, for sure. I agree with you on that. And it could be a possibility that AD will be wearing goggles if he is going to play on Wednesday. They do have 2 days off. So anything could happen from now until Wednesday when it comes to the availability of Anthony Davis. He could potentially play through it, and he so far has been playing through injuries so far this season. So kudos to our MVP when it comes down to it. I mean, the guy just continuation of just doing what he can to stay healthy or just play through injuries and helping Lakers win games. That's how you get MVP. I mean, the fact that he's getting the consideration and the respect and the acknowledgement that he is getting, for MVP candidacy when it comes down to it. This is a good sign that this is his year. If he continues to just play the way that he is and just continuing to dominate and helping us win games and even playing through injuries to make it happen. I mean, that's just amazing how he's still doing that. And hopefully the voting committee of the NBA considers that into their decision of making Anthony Davis their MVP. Hopefully, and that is that's that, hopefully it happens. Hopefully it happens for AD when it comes down to it. And if he does wear the goggles, hopefully it will not bother him or anything like that, because it is something that I hope, because he did it before, right? He did it before in 2020, I believe, looking like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, a couple of years ago. So hopefully that is something that he will put on to if he is ready to go, you know, on Wednesday. So, and yeah, I mean, when it comes to fixing the road troubles, it is a bit of a disappointment for sure. It's been that way since last season. I mean, the Lakers don't play any good basketball on the road, unfortunately. But they did get one out of the five road uh, out of the five road games for the Lakers. But maybe things start turning around. Maybe, but I don't really see it happening. But still, and I'm gonna keep saying this: a trade needs to happen for us to be playing better on the road, in my opinion. So um, it sort of remains to be seen who it is. And I've been thinking about this for the past couple of hours now, going into this game, is that if the Lakers are going to make a trade, my hope is that other teams will not fleece the Lakers when it comes to their them trying to improve their roster. I mean, that has still been the continuation since the offseason. Every team, when the Lakers try to contact them to improve their roster, they see the Lakers as desperate, and somehow they want to do whatever they can to fleece them out of the two first round pick for a couple of rotational players, which is just totally out of line when it comes to how teams are making business when it comes down to it. So it is a situation where I hope that that's not the case going into the trade seasons going into December and also in February when it comes to players being available for trades. So um, that's just something that I hope the Lakers will hopefully make to improve this roster. But once again, my hope is that teams just don't take advantage of the Lakers when it comes to that particular moment. So that's my hope for sure. So but yeah, guys, I mean, I really want to thank every single one of you for joining me on this live stream. This was a great win, a great comeback win for the Lakers in the second half with their dominant performances in the third and fourth quarter. Unfortunately, Anthony Davis went down with an injury, but I'm glad that the rest of the Lakers stepped up to the plate and took over when Anthony Davis went down. I mean, that kind of tells you the passion and the opportunity that they were going to do when it comes to bringing their A game and stepping up in their own right to help this Lakers team win, because we haven't really been seeing that so far this season, and it was for obvious reasons. That's why I commend JJ Redick for putting D'Lo on the bench, because he wasn't playing his best as the starter, and now he has been playing very well for us and helping us win games. And he even said during his post game show or post game interview that he all he wants is the Lakers to win, and he wants to win, and he understood it and he accepted it right away. And that's what we're so far seeing from D'Lo, making that buzzer beater and all that. So it's working for sure. Hopefully, it's a continuation moving forward into the regular season when it comes down to it. So, but yeah, I mean, great job out there for the Lakers getting this big win out there tonight for the Lakers, and now they are 6-4, and they're undefeated at home. Let's hopefully hope on Wednesday when they face the Memphis Grizzlies that will be a continuation with being undefeated and getting a win and stacking up those wins, so they can be competitive within the standings, and of course just being competitive in the Western Conference for sure. So yeah, I mean, oh, I'm seeing the comments coming in. I'm going to read some of these comments for in this live stream, and I really said what I had to say when it comes down to it. But let me read this comment here from Daniel. Uh, yeah, Jacopo and RJ would be a good Lakers addition. Yeah, with LOL. Yeah, yeah. I don't see RJ Barrett being a Laker. I mean, he is staying with the Toronto Raptors and being part of that culture. And it doesn't really seem to me that the Toronto Raptors are trying to win anything. So they're just doing whatever they can to just win games here and there, but at the same time tanking so they can have a higher lottery pick. So that is seems to be that type of trend of what they're doing. But I've been hearing that Jakob Pertl, I hope I'm saying his name right, but Pertl, I believe, he is in the conversations of being part of the Lakers, as another big that's on the list of the Lakers targets. But if he is he'll be a nice addition for sure. But at the same time, it's just sort of remains to be seen what's really out there for the Lakers to go after for sure. But he is a good rebounder for sure. I think he can protect the rim for sure. He's on the list with uh, Jonas Valanciunas, and recently Brooke Lopez has been brought up when it comes to trade interest for the Lakers. Probably thinking some others. I can't really think of the top of my head, but those are the names for sure at this moment. There's Nick Richards who's on that list for sure, but he's on that list. I know you put an LOL in it, but do not rule it out. But RJ for sure is an LOL, so it's not going to happen. But Jakob Pertl, don't rule that out. It could be a possibility for sure. From Ghetto Rabbit. I love that La Rax. I can't say that. Okay, alley oop connection. Yeah, I mean, I saw that too. It was such an amazing play by with the assists and LeBron having 16 assists. I mean, he was being like Magic Johnson out there when it came to those passing abilities out there tonight and with those assists out there. So Great job out there when it came down to it um, that connection out there tonight, and it kind of tells you the connection. And we've been kind of seeing that from LeBron and Jackson Hayes, is that they have a really good connection when it comes to the floor and how they play. So just keep those guys close apart, and also D'Lo has that type of connection also with Jackson Hayes. I think we saw a couple of times this season, and even last season as well. So hopefully hopefully this win will ignite Jackson Hayes to really step up and help us win games. Hopefully moving forward. So for sure. Oh no. Okay, I had to get into this. Broncos game was heartbreaking. Yeah, it was heartbreaking. It really was. We could have ended the winning streak of the Chiefs. I hate the Chiefs. Okay, for those of you who are Chiefs fans, I don't care. Okay, I'm a Broncos fan. We were rival. We were rivalry. Okay, but I'm a Broncos fan. For sure. I mean, it was a heartbreaking one. I mean, yeah, the fact that they blocked it was just craziness, craziness when it came down to that moment. I couldn't believe it, and my hope is that they will bounce back next week, and I think they're facing the Falcons, I believe, on yeah next week. So that could be a possible win, but they are a really good competitive team as well. So that could be a challenge for my Broncos. But yeah, it was a heartbreaker. I mean, just the block, and they could have won the game. They could have won the game if that kicker made that kick in the field goal, and we would have won the game. Would have won the game for sure, and ended the winning streak of the Chiefs and Patrick Mahomes and all of them. So, but yeah, it was heartbreaking for sure. I completely turned off my television when it came to that moment, and I just knew that we lost the game in a heartbreaker. And the fact that Patrick Mahomes and all of those guys ran to the field and just were celebrating right away when it could have been, or no, it was already they already had the ball. I mean, it was just a heartbreaking when it came down to that for sure. Unbelievable, unbelievable. It is what it is. Reaves played great. Absolutely, he dominated for the Lakers in the scoring side. 27 points, leading the way for the Lakers in scoring. 27 points, for sure. He really needed to step up in this game, for sure, to help us win this game. And when Anthony Davis went down, it was a combination of him with LeBron James for sure being there, and then just our second unit with Gabe Vincent, Jackson Hayes, and D'Lo. Really stepping up to the plate and bringing their A game when Anthony Davis went down, and just not allowing their defense to destroy them. When it came to that particular moment, because as we already know, and I already mentioned this numerous times, Anthony Davis is our defense. And when he does sit out and rest or just takes a break, or whatever, he completely doesn't. This Lakers team completely falls apart defensively. But I would have to say I was very impressed with them defensively after the fact when Anthony Davis got injured. I mean, they stepped up to the plate and got this win, and much needed one when it came down to it. So great job out there for Austin Reaves for sure out there tonight. Lakers need another big for sure. I mean, I already mentioned when it came to Jakob Poeltl, he could be an interest for the Lakers, but there's some others. uh, Jonas Valanciunas is a guy that I think the Lakers are have him on the top of his list. Nick Richards is on that list for sure. There could be some others I can't really think of at the top of my head, but for sure we need another big, because if Anthony Davis does sit out for a lengthy period of when it comes to injuries left and right. I know Jackson Hayes played well tonight, but can he be consistent? It sort of remains to be seen, because he is a foul trouble every time he's on the floor. I mean, he gets fouled right away when it comes to this. Uh, when it comes to Jackson Hayes. But surprisingly tonight, he just managed the way that he did and, played to the best of his ability and stepped up to the plate and played very well when it came down to it. So, but still, I mean, maybe Christian Coloco will, help us out when it comes to that bench role. But I mean, it's just sort of remains to be seen at this point. But hopefully, Anthony Davis will be ready to go for Wednesday's matchup. And if he has to wear those goggles, like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's goggles, that could be a possibility. But we just have to wait and see. We have to wait and see in the next couple of days how he's feeling, and we will probably have a better understanding if he will play or not. But we just have to wait and see. Rebounding is a problem. It is, sure is. That's why I hope the Lakers will make some trades to fix that particular trouble that we are, because we give up a lot of offensive rebounding. We do, and a lot of rebounding and not making a lot of stoppage when it comes down to it. I mean, teams are noticing it and they're taking full advantage of it, and it's not pretty at all, for sure. So I hope a trade will happen. I hope it does because we really need to improve on the rebounding side, defensive side, because Anthony Davis cannot just be the only defensive player in on the Lakers when it comes down to it. So we need to fix that for sure. All right. Also from Daniel, no Morant should be a win versus Memphis. I hope so. I believe he is injured, but we have 2 days. I mean, things may change from now going into Wednesday's matchup because anything could happen. But if he is injured for a lengthy period, that's good news for the Lakers. And that should be an easy win if Morant is not playing. John Morant, uh, you know, for sure. So, and if Anthony Davis is going to play and Rui Hachimura is going to play and all of our Lakers players are going to play, it should be an easy winnable game if their top star for the Memphis Grizzlies is not playing. So, and I believe uh, what was his name? JJ. I mean JJ Junior or something. I forgot what his name is, but the big for the Memphis Grizzlies. His name escapes me at the moment, but Jackson, I believe, Jalen Jackson or something like that. I might be mistaken with his name, but I'm not sure if he's injured or if he's playing, but for sure. I mean, that if Morant is not playing, I mean, this could be an easy win of a game, regardless of that second player on that team. So for sure, that should be a win. Hopefully, uh, yeah. Jackson Hayes has played well. Yeah, he has. I mean, for sure. But he's just not that consistent, in my opinion. But tonight, for sure, he stepped up to the plate when Anthony Davis went down, and really stepped up to the plate when it came down to it. So hopefully, it'll be a continuation moving forward for sure. So unless Pimpin and Huff showed up again, yeah. I mean, for sure. I mean, for some reason, the Memphis Grizzlies, they always take the as you can tell, there's been a lot of young talent. Former Lakers are with the Memphis Grizzlies. It's Scottie Pippen Jr. and Jay Huff, and I believe I might be mistaken. Isn't Colin Castleton on that team as well? So, it is a situation where uh, the Memphis Grizzlies are taking players from our team, and they're thriving. They're thriving for sure when it comes down to those those young players on that team. They're giving them opportunities to play. So, unfortunately, the Lakers couldn't do that because you know it's kind of hard to explain, but at the same time, I mean, it is a situation where I think they're doing much better there than they should have possibly would have been with the Lakers. So I wish them nothing but the best and success when it comes down to their abilities to improve their game and dominating with the Memphis Grizzlies, because they're a special talent for sure. And the fact that Scottie Pippen a couple of days ago recorded a first triple double, and for some reason they brought up the first father son duo to ever put up a triple double. I mean, I didn't really get that because the whole point of father son duo in the NBA is that they are active players playing with together. So I don't know. Maybe I'm not reading too much into that particular reasoning, but at the same time, I mean, I just find it pretty dumb to have Scottie Pippen being part of that historic moment for his son. But I mean, but still, he's balling for sure, and also Jay Huff. So for sure. I mean, but let's hope that they don't ball out against the Lakers on Wednesday. Let's just hope for that. Uh, Also from Daniel, Castleton. Yep, yeah. So he is. I thought so. I mean, and it's been the trend now for what the Memphis Grizzlies have been doing. Every time the Lakers let go of their young players, they just scoop them up, and let them join their team, and they're thriving. And hopefully they continue to thrive because they're special players for sure. And even Colin Castleton as well. So it sucks that we have to let him go, but Quincy Oliveri has showed a lot of promise and a lot of potential to be a really good player in this league. And we really needed him to come back. He was on an Exhibit 10 contract, and it was almost the end of the preseason, so we really needed to make a move, and they got him. They got him, and he played tremendously well against I believe it's against the it's a Utah G League yesterday. So he balled out in that game. I think he had 27 points or something, or maybe it was 37, something like that. So my hope down the line that he will be called up to the Lakers and be helpful for us for our second unit when it comes to his scoring and his ability to shoot. So that's my hope. That's my hope for sure when it comes to Quincy Oliveri moving forward. So I'm going to read a couple of comments before I end this live stream. And I really do appreciate all the comments and the conversations that we're having on here. All thanks to Daniel. I really do appreciate it, buddy. I really do. Let's see here from Daniel. Bills only team could beat KC, and Broncos play Falcons. Yeah, I mean, that's the only team that I'm going to be rooting for when it comes to the Bills. If they are able to beat Kansas City, I hopefully they go all the way and just beat them, because I don't want them. I don't want to see them three-peat. I don't want them to be the first team to three-peat. So, and it's never happened in the NFL. So hopefully that doesn't happen. And if they have to go through the Bills to make that happen, hopefully the Bills with Josh Allen steps up to the plate. And he's been playing great. Josh Allen, he is putting up MVP caliber numbers when it comes to how well he's playing for the Bills. So, but yeah, I mean, I agree with you for sure. And yeah, the Broncos are going to be playing the Falcons. Yeah, I knew that. But it was just a heartbreaker that they lost tonight. It really was. All of Broncos country. I mean, we're mourning. We are mourning this heartbreaker tonight when it comes down to it. So it's unfortunate. We could have ended their winning streak in that moment, but it got blocked, and it just tells you that any given moment, any certain plays can really change the outcome of the game. So it's just very sad moment for sure for my Denver Broncos. D'Lo is so good on the bench. Yeah, I mean, JJ Redick made the right decision without a doubt. He made the right decision to put D'Lo, and he's playing great. Balling out. for our second unit, and you know, doing more offensively, scoring and shooting as well has been nothing but great to watch. And and he even said, I mean, he wasn't really. I mean, I can tell maybe there's some frustration, but at the same time, he handled it professionally and said that as long as we're winning games, I will do whatever I can to help us win games. So, it's obviously he accepted it and it's showing. And that buzzer beater that he made tonight was sensational on his part for helping us win this game. So, but he played great for sure. 15 points out there tonight for D'Lo. Uh, but guys, this was a great win for the Los Angeles Lakers when it came down to it. Lakers needed to get this win after a poor first half performance. Lakers stepped up in a big way in a huge comeback in the third and fourth quarter. Unfortunately, we lost Anthony Davis during that time, and the good news is that the rest of the Lakers stepped up to the plate. Jackson Hayes, Gabe Vincent, and also D'Angelo Russell stepped up to the plate for our second unit, and Austin Reaves being the player of the game for us, and LeBron James being Magic Johnson with 16 assists with a triple-double performance out there tonight when it came down to it. So just a great win for the Los Angeles Lakers. Hopefully, this will be a continuation moving forward, and hopefully a speedy recovery for Anthony Davis because we really need him because he is our defense. He is our MVP, and he needs to be available for a whole lot of the season if he wants to get MVP at the end of the season. So, hopefully he stays healthy as long as he can so he can get it because the NBA voting committee, I don't know what you call them, they are very stingy when it comes to how they pick MVPs. And if anything, I believe that Anthony Davis should have won Defensive Player of the Year last season, but he got snubbed for sure for the running. So unfortunately, but even though he played 76 games, his highest in his career, and balled out the way that he did, putting up MVP caliber numbers, you could tell there was a chip on his shoulder. And if anything, I hope that he continues to have that chip on his shoulder so he can dominate and help us win games and dominate at the same time with that. And my hope is that he just tries to stay healthy as much as he can. Hopefully he does because we really need him for sure when it comes down to it. So a speedy recovery for Anthony Davis. Hopefully, when it comes to his eye, it's not anything too severe. But if it is, and if he wants to play on Wednesday, he wears those goggles. Wears those goggles that he wore in 2020, and maybe that will be the possibility of how things will turn out by now until Wednesday's matchup. So against the Memphis Grizzlies. So if you guys want to be with me, on Wednesday after the post game show against the Memphis Grizzlies, please make sure to hit that notification bell and subscribe to ZSN on YouTube. And if you haven't yet, please follow me all across social media: Facebook, Instagram, X. I'm also on TikTok and Threads as well. The links will be in the description of this live stream, so you guys check me out on social media. And once again, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell. I want to thank Daniel and Ghetto Rabbit for your guys' thoughts and opinions about this game tonight. We really, really had a really good conversation on here. Thank you, Daniel, for the continuous conversations on here, and also from Ghetto Rabbit. I really do appreciate all of you for joining me on this live stream, and hopefully the Lakers will continue to win games. Hopefully they continue to win games and continue to dominate and stack up some wins as much as they can, because if they want to be competitive in the Western Conference, that is something that I hope that they will continue to be, because the Western Conference is heavy, and players need to step up for sure. When it comes down to it. So yeah, I mean, good night to you, Daniel. I really appreciate it. Absolutely, go Lakers, for sure. And Thank you all so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. And once again, follow me all across social media, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, and I'll see you all in the next live stream and the next video. Thanks so much for watching. Go Lakers. Take it easy, guys. Stay safe out there.